So the forecast is for like the first 10 days of July is 8 days of rain out of 10, but the first 4 have already been sunny. So I walk into supermarket and I listen to the cashier listening to the customer complaining about how the rain's going to come tomorrow. I said, don't listen to your customer. Tell the customer it's not going to rain. Get them straight. I mean, it's a mindset here in kind of New England that I'm like, well, maybe a few other places, but I'm always focused on generating sunshine, and you'll have sunshine. I mean, it's, I guess, whatever direction it is, it's right behind me, right beside me, right on top of me. And so this morning I hopped in my jet ski. I didn't rush. I had a nice, healthy, organic breakfast and tea. And I went down and I went out to the island, Misery Island, and then I drove to Marblehead. It was beautiful. They had a big, giant flag hanging from the crane that puts the boats in the water. And it's the 4th of July. So that was an opportunity to do some creative photography and videography. And I wasn't going to go to the hunt, but I did. And I hopped on my jet ski again, of course, and saw the ferry that goes to Boston. So I thought, well, what the heck, I'll hop behind the ferry and go for a ride, something I always wanted to do. And then I started heading into Nahant because it was going to Boston, the ferry. I said I'll catch it on the way back to Salem with a boatload of people, have some wave riding fun. And the Queen Mary II was a ship that was out in the ship channel. Of all ships, it wasn't just a ship, it was the Queen Mary II. So I was really surprised. I thought, well, let me go ride around the ship and get some cool shots and have some fun. Huge wake. Really take this thing out of the water into the air like 10 or 15 feet. Not quite 15, but at least 10. And man, I got some shots. I had some fun. And it was a great surprise because I thought, well, it's just another cruise ship. Boom, Queen Mary II. So I went all the way almost into Boston Harbor. And I went back out to this place called the Graves, which is a bunch of rocks before Boston Harbor. And there's seals. There's seal families out there and sea lions. And the last time I went out there, they were all on the rocks, and someone told me, oh, that means there's sharks around, probably great white sharks. So the seals get on the rocks. But today, they were all in the water, playing around. So we talked and probably spent 20 or 30 minutes there. It was just gorgeous. So that fast boat, I thought the ferry was coming back to go to Salem, and I would catch a ride back behind it, and it wasn't. It was a whale watch boat, like one that just went by, going out, and I stopped and I called the Seven Seas Whale Watch in Gloucester and asked them, where are the whales? And they told me like 15 miles out, which isn't far, but my fuel, I'm kind of out in the middle of the ocean here. And that's a whale watching boat from Boston. It's a long haul. But I decided, I'll just go as far as Manchester and Gloucester, offshore here. And I just stopped. And then this sailboat started heading dead for me. I'm like, what's going on here? So I moved a little bit, but they didn't really see it. And they stopped, and well, they didn't stop. They came by and asked me, "Is everything okay?" Because I'm sitting here, meditating, if you will, just chilling, totally in the space. I got no need to do a lot of stuff. I can't explain to you how good I feel. It's not possible. So it's maybe someone call it a oneness or connected, or I don't really know what the name is, and it doesn't matter. But it's like a magic moment to me, a real magic moment. It's like I'm not talking about it; I'm living it, and it's very special. And I know a lot of people try to get to that space. And I've worked on this, but since I was a kid, I spent time on the ocean, and I am totally convinced being away from the noise and this and that and the radios and everything since I was a kid, transistor radio, it didn't matter. But just being alone on the sea, look, the sea, there's nothing, but there's everything. Kind of like walking through the woods. There's nothing in the woods, but if you are there long enough, you start to see it. Every little wave has a reflection. And it's the dance of the sea. The clouds coming down on the water. It gives you twice as much value. And you don't pay anything. I mean, there's a price to get to the center. But that's okay. We get there when we get there. I wanted to take just a minute or two on this 4th of July when I posted the video of the flag, my local Facebook page. I did it as a video because I thought the flag should be moving. Life is moving. It's not a snapshot. But I do love snapshots of life, capturing the moment and capturing the imagination. But with a video, you get just a little more feel, and I think connection. So I always wear a bright shirt. Some people might wonder why. I want to be seen when I ride my bicycle. I want to be seen and not seen and run into. Even though I'm traveling at 30, 40, 50, or 60 miles an hour, at least the chance is better. Or when I'm riding my bike, that I'm a bright target and that it's a target to avoid, not one to go into. So lots of bright colors. Just like life. Life is bright and colorful when you let it be and make it that way. I mean, it's not easy, but it's doable. Peter Stone, enjoying the day. I hope you're enjoying yours.